I want you guys to use your imagination for a second. What do you think the comment section looks like for this video? After months of preaching, he's not going to buy the Nintendo Switch.
I'm guessing a sprinkle of backlash, you know what I'm saying? Probably just a little dab of cutting on his ass. Let me see. Ooh, and just a teensy bit of hypocrisy just to slide it on.
Anytime soon, within the day, within 24 hours he gets it as soon as it's out. How do you think the comment section responded to this? Bro told us not to buy it so he had a better chance of getting it early. Bro stood on nothing.
Had a feeling this was gonna be it.
Bro didn't even wait 1 week. No.
Yep. Called it. Man, that's called a nothing burger bullshittery stew. Just knew it was gonna be in this comment section. Alright. We're back again. You saw the title and thumbnail. The nothing burgers are out. Shit's getting wacky. You already know. But, like I said, TNT. Mutahar, Somewhat Ordinary Gamers, apparently is getting called out because of a whole situation going on with the Switch 2. Yeah, that John, I ain't gonna lie. Apparently that your boy was $450. Wow, crazy works. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, a lot of heads were saying they wasn't gonna buy it or whatever because of the price and like $80 games. And Mutahar was one of those people. Dropped some vids saying he wasn't gonna buy it, he wasn't gonna purchase it right now, and then he bought it. Of course he did. I've seen FOMO, but hypocrisy is crazy. But you already know what it is. Of course, we have to sit and cover the nothing burger. So, Trill talks everything. Trill does indeed yap everything. Let's see what it is. You already know, fresh off the press, once more. Shout out YN Sens. But yeah, we just got straight question marks because, yeah, what is Mutahar doing? No clue. But you already know this. You want to watch OG vid? Down in the description. First link. Sure to level YN Sens as always. And let's get right into this, boy. You know how we get down. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, my John's getting my face. I bet. We into it.
Nintendo Switch 2 is disappointing. Why I'm not buying the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. Switch 2 dropped and it's not impressive.
Why I'm not buying that Switch 2 right now, said the Indian guy. The Switch 2's sitting on his desk. Bruh. Now let me explain. Okay, let me explain myself real quick. I actually had no intentions of picking this device up.
You got it in your head, brother.
This has to be one of the funniest situations I've seen in a long time. That's not Ian or Anissa related. So,
oh god. Soy Dubs and Yoko. Ooh, and a son in the mix. Lovely.
Welcome back, my unemployed amigos and amigas. Great to have you here. Lovely to have you back. And before my mom and my dog get doxxed because of making this video on a very beloved YouTuber, I don't want my puppy to be doxxed by Redditors or Twitter users or Linux users. So I don't hate Mutahar. Alright, I want to make that very clear. I don't have a problem with him. If anything, I'm just...
It's like, yeah, nah, this whole situation is, like I said in the intro, a nothing burger. It's like, did he do anything to where, like, he's, oh my god, a force of evil, it's the end of the world? No, it's just blatant stupid hypocrisy. Nothing burger dramas. Yeah, it's dumb. Over here.
Just making this video because the situation that he got himself into is low-key kind of hilarious. So over the last few months, Mutahar, or Some Ordinary Gamers, has been making video after video after video talking about how bad and whack the
Switch 2 dropped, and it's not impressive.
Nintendo Switch 2 is. Hacking the Switch 2 won't be easy. Why I'm not buying the Switch 2?
We might want to take this one down. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think he was buying it, Mutahar.
Right now, the Switch 2 is technically a brick. Nintendo can brick your consoles now. I don't know if you guys could tell by the titles and videos.
I'm not gonna lie. He been farming his Switch 2 drama. I feel that. We got farming. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe this was farmed. Was this farmed? Did he do it on purpose? Not. Yeah, maybe he did do it on purpose. I ain't gonna cat. Nah, it was the FOMO. Nah, Mutahar just wanted to play the Switch too. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough on his part though, because again, like I said, I ain't paying $80 for games. That shit is crazy.
But he's really not a big fan of
almost $100 for a clone of Mario Kart. There's no, bro, y'all have to stop blaming me.
Nintendo Switch 2, and honestly, I don't blame him. Unlike Mutahar, I will be voting with my wallet. I am not going to support Nintendo and their shitty new terms of service. I don't want the industry heading that way. And on top of that, the biggest thing for me, I just don't care about Nintendo. I've never really been a Nintendo guy myself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, heads up play like the old Mario Kart and Johns like that, and like obviously, childhood memories. Oh lord, like when my one man's he had his he got the Switch 1 or whatever. Like he was playing Smash on that shit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. My favorite is Ganon and Lil Mac. I can't cap. I'm ass though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bro, I be playing fucking Fallout 76, Skyrim, and bullshit, bro. Yeah, I thought I was good on the Switch. Hell no. But like, yeah, shit's like that is fun. But like, yo, nowadays, like, yeah, again, they getting you to pay $80 for games, and you technically don't even own these shits, bro. It's like you buy it to give you a code or some junk like that. You have to download it, bro. They could just take away your access. I'm paying almost $100, and I can't even confirm my shit is mine. It's done.
I have a Switch 1. If you're Mutahar and you're constantly talking about how bad the Nintendo Switch 2 is, and then you go and buy one because you caved in, I mean, that's that's hilarious. Someone on Twitter says...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just the stupidity of it all. It's just like, it's blatant hypocrisy, but in the dumbest way. Because it's not like it's harmful. It's just like, why?
Does this guy ever walk his talk? What happened to voting with your wallet and not supporting shitty practices? Now, do I care that he bought a Nintendo Switch 2?
No.
I literally do not care what one does with their money. If you want to...
Like, and it's not like, what? Oh my god, he made a terrible financial investment. Yeah, I don't think he did. Like we just discussed, he farmed the shit out this Nintendo, John. And dropping his vid with him actually getting it, showing the hypocrisy. The ad read probably... Actually, not even probably. The shit got 428,000 views. It was looking lovely. I ain't gonna cap. So there was really no lose for Mutahar here, except for just getting clown for a little bit. But niggas won't care next week. Niggas won't care tomorrow. Like, what are we talking about?
Want to spend your money on prostitutes and cocaine like me? You know, go right ahead. But how can you be preaching Nintendo bad, and it's a popular thing to do right now just to shit on Nintendo, but the second it becomes cool again and we gotta consume. As a matter of fact, he dropped a whole 12-minute long apology for Nintendo.
There's no fucking way.
I think this Nintendo Switch 2 apology is longer than the apology for Nux Taku for throwing him under the bus. I think the Nintendo Switch 2 is pretty mid. I never cared for Nintendo. I'm a very casual Nintendo guy. If I were to rank consoles,
there's no way Muta dropped an apology, bro. This shit is hilarious.
It will be Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. This video right here is from a month ago, and it hasn't aged that well.
Now, one of the things with the Switch 2 that I've kind of unfortunately seen, my only issue with this, and one of the reasons I'm not getting it, is coincidentally because of one of the actual things they've released, the controversial thing that they've pushed, which is the Switch 2 game key card. Now, I know there's a lot
of this was the show talking about, yeah, like, you don't actually own your shit.
People who are like, but Muta, you gotta grow up, old man, okay? The world is going exceedingly digital.
I can understand that, too, like, where, yeah, like, obviously, nobody's really going to the fucking midnight releases no more. Let's keep it a buck. Like, there obviously are some heads going in that shit still. But it's not as pop as it was back in the day when heads was obviously dropping like Halo and fucking CODs and shit like that. Like, bro, it's not that. Everybody not trying to go outside too, bro. Big 2025, bro. Heads can't even watch videos for more than 15 seconds if it's not a TikTok or a short or some shit. You think they about to go out, drive to the store, go buy a game and shit? That's just not happening, right? So they hopping on the new digital, John, bro. You could buy it. You could just easily buy it real quick. Boom, drop your card. It's done. But that's where they cook you, though. That's where they cook you. Say something go wrong. Say they block your PSN account or you delete your Xbox account. All your shit gone. It's done. Like, bro, what about then? All that shit that you paid for? Actually, no. It's not even unquote. You did pay for that shit, but all that shit that you owned? Mixer, that boy's gone.
Right? Why are you holding on to your physical copies? Because it's all I have, okay? It's important to me.
You know what? I actually agree with the Mutahar. I love physical media. I like holding things in my hands. I'm not a big fan of digital stuff, and I'm not even that old, okay? I'm not even in my 30s, but
Nah, that's fair. I'm like, yo, oh my god, hunk status. Tough. Nah. I ain't gonna lie, you already know how it be. Once you get past 18, apparently you're young. But anyway, sidebar on that. Yeah, nah, bro. I still got my original Skyrim copy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that boy's staying with me forever. You never know when I gotta get a quick playthrough. Schleich. Anyway.
I love physical media. I'm not a fan of companies such as Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation going all digital. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite things to do besides dropping slop is going out, going to record stores, buying physical CDs,
touching grass? Disgusting.
Buying vinyls, buying physical games. I like owning my shit. As a matter of fact,
all right, here's proof that I love physical media.
I feel it.
I mean, CDs. I think I've counted it. It's over 100 CDs. You know, you get hip hop, rap, Kanye, Beastie, and of course Eminem. You know, you get all sorts of music. Of course, The Weeknd. And this is like the Green Day
Sense collection valid
section, if you will.
Yeah, not a collection valid.
And all of these are Japanese copies that have gone from when I went to Japan. So I love physical media. College Park, of course.
You got like cassette tapes and shit.
Whole Lot of Red.
Oh shit.
Pablo.
I'm about to say Life of Pablo.
And Graduation. See, and I own this.
But Kanye made Graduation. Nah, I can't give him to him no more. Yeah, nah, I don't give a shit what he made.
No one could take it away from me. No streaming services could take away this from me. As a matter of fact, yeah, $7 for a classic. So, physical media.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, that was my shit.
Is the way. Own your stuff, for the love of God. Anyways. Back to the video.
Now, going back to this video, I agree with Mutahar, and I think the Nintendo Switch and the way they're heading, the industry's heading, it's all digital, which, once again, I don't like. And I'm not saying this was everyone. I'm sure there's people out there who were super hyped for the Nintendo Switch, and they're having a great time. That is...
Bro, like, heads could talk all they want about, like, yeah, bro, we not buying this shit, bro. Like, it's cost too much, bro. The games, we don't even own our games. That shit, $80, yada, yada, yada. Still sold out. Still sold out. The FOMO. The FOMO. The FOMO is getting gamers every time. Let's keep it a buck. And I don't even blame niggas, bro. Listen, gaming is niggas' passions, bro. Gaming's like, bro, you know how they be what do they be saying, bro? You know how they be saying like gaming for some heads is that separation, like, oh, it really feels like you're plugging yourself into another world. Oh my god, it's so immersive or whatever. Like, it's building that separation. It's like, yo, some heads, bro, it's they release. So I feel it. But, yo, it's just with this whole Mutahar shit with him saying he wasn't going to drop it. And then he dropped an apology. Like, bro, this shit is just hilarious. But overall, I don't even blame heads, bro. Like, yo, have your fun. Play your games and shit, gang. I'm not going to lie.
That's what it be, bro.
Be happy. For real.
It's awesome. Do you spend your time and money however the fuck you want? For someone like Mutahar to go for months talking about how bad the console was and how anti-consumer it was, just for him to turn around and be like, yeah guys, I bought it. It's like, bro, what the fuck? They have plenty of these in stock. I knew you were going to get it day one, even though you said you would hold off.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, took a chance at a midnight launch near me. I kind of hope there's a day one exploit somewhere for these. You know, it's perfectly fine to want and get a Switch 2 at launch. I don't know why you went on about why you weren't getting one.
Like, this shit is just so funny that, like, this is even some shit to be covering, bro. This is so fucking stupid.
I will not buy a Switch 2, and you guys should hold off. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna buy a Switch 2. Talk shit, then buy one.
Isn't hypocrisy a bitch?
What was the point in making that video then? It seemed like you were dead set on not getting it and showing the other...
Not a screenshot. Why I'm not buying the Nintendo Switch 2? I'm telling you, I really don't know about this one.
Video. And this is the video that he dropped 2 days ago.
Why I'm not buying that Switch 2 right now, said the Indian guy. The Switch 2's sitting on his desk. Now let me explain, okay? Let me explain myself real quick. I actually had no intentions of picking this device up.
Again, I don't know about that.
But surprisingly, Nintendo has done a pretty good job. Was that a voice crack? Surprisingly, Nintendo has a pretty decent stock pool of these things. I actually called up a EB Games near my place, probably like 20 minutes away. And they said, yeah, you can just walk in and pick up a Switch 2 tonight. And I was like, you know what? What if I could?
No, what happened to fight?
It's more or less the question of not if you could, Muda. It's more or less if you should. And more or less to that, if you should have, because it's like, yo, I don't know, with them videos you dropped, you were saying you weren't copying one, so I think you might not have should have copped one if we were gonna stick to the words. But hey, do you though?
Fighting the system. What happened to fighting capitalism? Oh, I'm so mad. I'm gonna punch my fucking monitor right now, guys. I'm crashing out. I want you guys to use your imagination for a second. What do you think the comment section looks like for this video? After months of preaching, he's not going to buy the Nintendo Switch.
I'm guessing a sprinkle of backlash, you know what I'm saying? Probably just a little dab of cutting on his ass. Let me see. Ooh, and just a teensy bit of hypocrisy just to slide it on.
Anytime soon, within a day, within 24 hours, he gets it as soon as it's out. How do you think the comment section responded to this? Bro told us not to buy it, so he had a better chance of getting it early. Bro stood on nothing.
Had a feeling this was gonna be it.
Bro didn't even wait 1 week. No.
Yep. Called it. Man, that's called a nothing burger bullshittery stew. Just knew it was gonna be in this comment section.
Bro didn't even wait 24 hours for him to get the Switch. Vote with your wallet. Proceeds to vote yes. Bro didn't even wait 1 second. This is like when you deleted Twitter only to come back a month later.
Said, I don't know, man. I just had to get that tweet off.
Don't buy a Switch 2 on release. There will be no stock left for me. Bro fumbled under no pressure.
Nah, bro, fumbled under no pressure is actually insane. He said, yo, they not even holding you down though. Nobody was stopping you now. Literally nobody.
Long story short, people didn't really like this from him. God. So much so that he had to drop... Let me see if I can find it. So much so that he had to drop a 12-minute long apology about the Switch drama.
No. Let's just talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. I made a mistake. I ended up...
Why?
Buying that Nintendo Switch 2. Even though I said that I was going to hold off. I wasn't just going to go buy it outright. And there I was, going on a midnight release, and I ended up picking it, just on a walk-in. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way to sugarcoat or cut around this. I did, in fact, commit a hypocrisy. I made a mistake. I should have not...
You did, but, like, who gives a shit? Like, it's a fucking game console. Who fucking cares? Again, like Wyan Sense was saying, bro, however you want to spend your cheese, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you did have to drop the apology. Oh shit, man. Nah, this is good.
Bought this product. Now I made a few videos on the Switch 2. Well, not a few, several.
Just maybe a couple.
And I've basically covered it. I've not been the most positive viewer of it, especially around certain things like those game key cards. And
no, that's fair though. Yeah, that shit.
Especially about their TOS, when apparently it seems like they can just brick your systems.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, no, that is honestly some bad shit on all fronts.
And more specifically around the fact that maybe the system is in fact a brick when you ended up picking it up. Now, as you all know, yesterday I made a pretty big mistake. I actually made a video with the Switch 2 inside the actual frame. I actually had one on screen. I bought one. I used it to play Cyberpunk 2077 on it.
Moody, this shit is not that serious. I'm telling you, did not have to drop an apology for this shit. Like, trust, it's not that deep on nobody's front. Heads are like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Ian dropped that video on concern trolling Jones like that, bro. Like, that's legitimately stupid. This John right here is like, yo, you're actually getting trolled. Like, no one is serious. No one is about to cancel you for this. Like, this is, like I said the whole time, this is a old car. Yeah, I'll take the nothing burger number 7, extra crispy on the fries. I ain't gonna lie, man. Trust this gonna be a quick one. We drive off, like, you know what I'm saying? This is nothing. This is nothing. Why did he drop this apology? Oh my God.
Now, the reason why this was a pretty big mistake, and I do absolutely believe
this is not a huge mistake or a big mistake or a massive mistake. Did somebody say massive? And you know what else is massive? Dude, yo, shut up, Pope Diorio.
Should actually apologize to my audience is I didn't practice what I preached. You know, I said you should vote with your wallet, and what did I do? I straight up charged my card and got the Switch 2.
But again, like, whatever you do with your money is your choices. I ain't gonna cap. For a motherfucker who don't got cheese, like, again, fucking Trilly, living in his mother's basement, yeah, I can't drop $450 on a console, so you should really vote with your wallet then. Or better yet, your wallet is voting for you. Nigga, you're broke. So I ain't have a choice, but like you bought this shit, who cares? If you enjoy the product, bro, if you think that shit is fun to use or whatever, it's still good. Obviously, nah. Nintendo got their goddamn flaws. Head ass. Oh my God. They're gonna set someone in my house. Head ass. Talking crazy about Nintendo, but anyway, yeah, like obviously Nintendo with the whole Switch 2 and all this game card shit and the whole system, how they could break your jaw, is bad on that factor. But like, yo, if you still enjoy the product for what it is, whatever. Nintendo though. See, I said it. Don't kill me.
This is completely unacceptable, and Mutahar deserves the electric chair for being a In all seriousness, do I think this is disgusting and he can
No, nobody gives a shit.
Never come back from this? No, everyone makes mistakes.
No, this is not even like yo, again, we can call this out for hypocrisy and all that shit. This shit is not even a mistake. Who fucking cares? Like, bruh, this shit is fucking stupid, bruh. Like, yo, he said he was gonna buy this shit, he bought the shit. Oh my God, the gamer fell into FOMO. Bro, you know how many times a nigga like me back in the day, even when I was legit, knowing that I was gonna fall into FOMO because it was legit, said I wasn't gonna buy fucking 2K VC? $50. $50 gift card, boom, wham that down, maxed out my character. Like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about this, bro. Like,
everyone has those days. You know, if GTA 6 cost $100, Muda will be the first to pre-order.
Bro, I'll keep it a whole, you know what? I'll keep it a whole stamp. I was just saying that I would not pay $80 for none of these Nintendo Switch games if I put it on everything. If GTA 6 comes out and that boy is $150, guess who's getting the collector's edition? And that's stamped. Bro, that is stamped. Like, that's tough. Now, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not paying for that 3-day early access or that shit that they try to do now. That's blatantly a scam. I can wait 3 days. I want to put that on something, because if you're paying for that shit and you're not a content creator or whatever the fuck, like, and you're not making content on this, so you want to like be the first one to get views because obviously you have an incentive to profit off of this. If you're paying for that without it, we have a problem. We definitely have a problem. But like, yeah, no, I'm totally stamped on this. Yeah, I won't pay $80 for that other shit. But yo, let GTA 6 come out. It's $150. Oh yeah. My card. Like, I'll stay stamped. I'll tell you, I'm a hypocrite on that shit.
Order to review. It turns out he really is some ordinary gamer.
That's literally what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, the gamer fell for FOMO. Like, bro, what?
This just confirms that gamers don't know how to vote with their wallets.
They don't, but who cares? As long as they are actually having fun with the product, this shit is like such a...
I mean, you are more than welcome to pause to look at the comment section.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not taking any of the like comments serious. Like, they're like, bro, none of these heads genuinely care on a factor. They're like, oh my God, Moody, you're done. Oh, you need to get... Like, bro, niggas are just saying, oh, yeah, you're a hypocrite, man. Gamers can't do shit. Gamers are always gonna fall for FOMO, man. Yep.
But people are not having it. A lot of people are disappointed. Conclusion of this video,
bro, niggas are still gonna watch the vids. It's so crazy.
I actually have no idea what the fucking conclusion is. Maybe if you're gonna preach something, actually do it. Walk the walk. Anyways, with that said, what do you guys think of the situation?
I do agree with that. Obviously, like, when you say something, you should stand on business. But bro, do we really give a shit if you stand on business with this? We don't. Like, come on.
Massive day for the unemployed. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's way too late. I'm recording this at 12 and I gotta go meet. So I'm out. No hate to Mutahar. I just thought this was funny. Please don't dox me or threaten to kill my puppy. I'm out. Bye.
They already know. I ain't gonna lie. As always, shout out Wine Sons. We got all the question marks. You already know. Obviously talking about the whole Mutahar Nintendo Switch 2 situation. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video without Trilly app, down in the description. First link, shared all over again with YN Sends because he's dropping the daily slops. We do love to see it. Especially the nothing burgers, as we see. But yeah, final opinions and conjecture. Again, like I said with Mutahar, is he the world's evil? No. Does he deserve to be canceled for this? No. Was it hypocritical? Yes. Does it really matter in the great scheme of things? No. It's obviously, like I said, again, going into that a little bit more, hypocritical on Mutu's part. He said he was going to buy this John, yada yada. And then, obviously, when I release, when to go cop that boy. But at the end of the day, bruh, who cares, bruh? If he enjoys the John, great for him, bruh. Like, dude, this is not some world-shattering shit. Like, bro, heads, like we just saw, going to get their shit off in the comments. Hilarious. Hilarious. But, yo, literally no one gives a shit about this tomorrow. And definitely not in a week. And 1,000,000,000% not in a month. So, yeah. Nothing burger. Fries. Ever so crispy. You already know what it is, though. Again, shout out YN Sends. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.